Hey everybody, Mike Iaconelli here. Welcome to a brand new shop out on the water today. We've had a ton of requests for this topic. So in today's shop, we're going to be talking about how to select the right sunglasses. Specifically, I'm going to focus in on lens color and frame shape. Let me start by saying sunglasses are the most under-talked about piece of fishing equipment out there. You hear guys talk about the lures, the baits, the rods, the reel, the line, the boats, even the storage, the tackle boxes. But they forget about clothing and they forget about sunglasses. And these are ultra critical from two standpoints, right? Let's start with safety. Man, I've been doing it 30 years. I've seen some really bad situations where when you're not wearing sunglasses, a lot of stuff can happen, right? You're talking about weights, hooks, lures, things flying around. You know, fish are unpredictable, casts are unpredictable. So from the first standpoint, they're important for safety. All right, the second element of why sunglasses are important is that big giant fireball up there. You see me squinting, I could barely see it, but to protect your eyes from the sun, right? From the harmful rays of the sun. We're talking about radiation, talking about UV light and blue light. So, you know, really, we're wearing these sunglasses to protect our eyeballs from the harmful effects of the sun. I'm a big believer in utilizing sunglasses that have all those protection factors. So I've been using Nines and Renegade eyewear almost my whole career, and these lenses are top-notch to help protect your eyes from that sun, okay? So safety from flying stuff, safety from the sun, but now I really want to get into the glasses that I pick, the lens color and the shape, and sort of break it down for you on what's what. Let's start with the lens color. And there are three distinct lens colors I use on any given day of fishing, depending on the conditions and depending on what I'm trying to do, okay? So let's start with some of these awesome Renegades. These are the Renegade Ike series glasses. One of the great things about these glasses is that they're very affordable. You can get these sunglasses for under 20 bucks, but they still have all the great features of a quality lens, okay? This Ike series, I'm gonna start with this one, which is amber lens, okay? That's got the green mirror on the front, but if you look at the back, these are amber lenses. Days that I'm fishing that are low light, cloudy, dark skies, rainy, when the conditions are dark, I love the amber lens. The amber lens is a perfect complement to those dark conditions. A lot of time, first thing in the morning, I always start with amber. As the sun is setting, I switch back to amber. And then on those days that are just literally rainy, cloudy, overcast, I'll leave those amber on the whole day. They provide great contrast and all-around fishability, okay? Normal fishing conditions. So cloudy days, 100% amber lens. All right, let's keep going, guys. Now I've got a pair of the Nines. This is another pair that I designed. This is a Ike signature color in the Nines frames. And these are gray or smoke. You hear them kind of interchangeably, gray or smoke lens. And if you look at this one, they've got the blue mirror tint on the outside, but on the inside, these are gray. These are dark smoke lenses. And the gray lens or the smoke lens are the lenses I use when the conditions are bright, right? So the opposite of cloudy, right? Now I'm talking about a bright sunny day, mostly sunny day, a day when that sun is super high. There's no clouds in the sky. It's late morning to early evening, and it is bright, almost bright to where you're squinting, right? It's that bright. For sure, the gray lens, the smoke lens in that situation is the better lens. Starting out with the amber in the morning, I have them right in my glove box. I have them right in my hatch of my kayak. I switch out, I put the gray on, and just like the amber in cloudy conditions, the gray, the smoke, is the best all-around lens for those bright colored conditions. All right, last but not least, and I did this last on purpose because this third lens color is the least talked about, and in my opinion, it's one of the best lenses in a certain scenario. And the last lens color I select is yellow. If you look, this one kind of has a amberish mirror on the front, but when you look on the inside, that is a true yellow lens. You see yellow a lot in shooting sports, in archery, but yellow is a great lens for fishermen too. And I'm going to select a yellow lens when I'm specifically sight fishing, when I'm using my eyes to look for actual fish, okay? So great scenarios like spawning fish. Whenever the fish are bedding or spawning and I'm targeting those fish, I switch to a yellow lens. Pre-spawn, post-spawn fish that are cruising the flats in situations, in tournaments where I have to see the fish before I cast to them. River situations, certain situations when you're fishing in current, where you're looking for fish setting up in that clean water, yellow lens. So specifically when I'm sight fishing, I put the gray away, I put the amber away, and I wear yellow all day. It's a great versatile lens. It's good in the early morning, it's good at night, it's good during the high sun, and it really does show you contrast better in the water, okay? So just to recap that, cloudy, dark conditions, amber, bright, sunny conditions, high sun, gray or smoke, and last but not least, to provide the most contrast when I'm sight fishing, looking for fish with my eyes, the yellow lens. All right, guys, now I want to talk to you a little bit about frame style. I keep it real simple, guys, and I prefer, 80% of the time, I prefer a full-bodied frame, okay? A full-bodied frame. And what I mean by that is when you look at the arm, and I'll show you a couple different styles here, you're going to notice that all these glasses have that thick arm, okay? They have a full-bodied arm. And that's there to help block out the side light from the sun, okay? So it's another tool, in addition to a hat, that helps focus, block and focus that vision and block the rays of the sun. So the full-bodied lenses, the full-bodied frames, if you look, those arms are real thick. When you put those on, it's not allowing light to enter from the side. And it's going all the way down to the side of my face, and then it turns into the arm. So full-bodied frames, 80% of the time. I'm going to give you the other 20, guys. The other 20 is I like semi-rimless, less full-bodied arms when it's extremely, extremely hot, okay? So if you're watching this and you fish in those hot, steamy conditions, if you live in the South, Florida, Texas, Louisiana, if you fish those places in the summertime, we're talking about hot, humid weather. And a lot of times with a full-bodied frame, they're actually going to fog up, right? Your body heat, the air temperature, the water temperature is creating condensation, and the full-bodied frame fogs up. So in extremely hot scenarios, I go with the smaller bodied frame. And then if you look at the lens itself, it only has a rim on the top. So it's semi-rimless. So that style of a smaller arm still blocks light, but it allows you to get more ventilation inside. The Ike series semi-rimless also have that little hole. That's a ventilation hole. And then last but not least, when you don't have frame underneath, it allows air to enter, it allows condensation to escape, and you don't have those fogging issues. So 20% of the time, guys, semi-rimless. And then the last thing I do want to mention is that all these Nines and Renegade glasses, one of the features I love, and it's something to look for, is these adjustable arm ends. And all these glasses, if you look, they have almost these little rubberized tips that are slightly moldable, and it really lets you dial in sort of the shape of your head. So if you have big head, medium head, little head, I have a pinhead, you can dial in that frame and really get it to hug your face and encapsulate your face. Guys, this was a cool shop. I hope you enjoyed this because it's not talked about enough, the importance of quality sunglasses, not just for safety, but to help you land, see, and catch more fish. Guys, if you like these shop videos, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, subscribe to the channel. If you're already subscribed, tell your fishing buddies about the channel. It's Mike Iaconelli Fishing on YouTube. We're here to hopefully help you learn a couple things, catch more fish, and have more fun. All right, enough of the talking. I'm ready to get some fishing. Bye.